For the first time, South Africa will have a single law aimed at addressing the scourge of human trafficking. Many rights groups have welcomed the bill, but say more needs to be done to ensure proper implementation.
There needs to be advocacy around ensuring that what is written in policy translates into practice, because often the disjuncture in our country is the fact that we have wonderful policies, protocols and laws and all kinds of things, but when it comes to the person on the street that arrives at our offices, sometimes we struggle with the implementation.
The bill will see human trafficking carrying a maximum penalty of life in prison, 100 million rand fine, or both. The legislation also makes provision for offences like debt bondage, tampering with or destroying travel documents, and using the services of victims.
What's better with the new law is that it includes debt bondage. So what it means is if somebody comes over here and they owe money in order to come and work here and they can't leave until they have actually paid off their debt, that makes that a crime. And in addition to that, sometimes people's passports are withheld pending their payment of their debt, which restricts their movement.
The United Nations says South Africa is high on the list of human trafficking syndicates. In 2010, more than 1,000 men and women were reportedly trafficked with the promise of a better life. Rights groups say the previous legislation framework was disjointed.
Previous legislation framework was not only fragmented, it was not complete. So fragmentation is one thing, completeness is another. And what we feel with this new act is, first of all, that it is bringing various departments together, not only to police the facts, so police the criminal side, but also to provide services.
While the legislation has been signed into law, its success depends on regulations, which will be made by a number of role players in government.
News that moves. eNCA.com.